So I want to hear this because I must have missed it in my crazy day yesterday with the kids.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I missed it too. I don't know. Let's play it.
All right, here's Rush Limbaugh.
Monday morning on Scarborough show on PMSNBC, and Scarborough doing his best impression of a neutered, chickified moderate. This can't be helpful for our political process, for Limbaugh to be laughing with glee that Obama failed in Copenhagen.
I've been accused of many things, but being chickified has never been one of them. But
really?
I would be careful if I had put my testicles in a blind trust for George W. Bush for 8 years.
That's one way of putting
careful.
First use of testicles on Morning Joe?
I'm trying to
maybe.
God, no.
Absolutely not.
Actually. Testicular first.
But there are a lot of people on the right that, in fact, did put their testicles in a blind trust for the past 8 years and stopped being conservative and started being apologists. And that's about all I'll say. Other than you remember that scene with George W. Bush carrying Rush Limbaugh's suitcase into the White House?
Yeah.
Now we know what was inside the suitcase.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
You know,
this is a thing, though. This is what none of these people on the right understand. I say they're on the right. They're Republicans. They're not conservative. That there is actually a living record of the past 8 years. And while all of these people, these so-called conservatives, are such tough, mighty guys, we're going to stand up to big spending, and he's a socialist, and he's destroying... These are the same people that sat quietly by why Republicans took a $155 billion surplus and turned it into a $1.5 trillion deficit. Now, while they were sitting there with their testicles, fourth time, in a blind trust for George W. Bush, I was actually still being conservative.
Right.
Criticizing big spending Republicans for not being conservative and, may I add, being absolutely eviscerated by these same people. Why aren't you loyal to the president? These same people that blindly went along during the bailouts because George W. Bush was doing it for the second. Barack Obama did it. Oh, he's a socialist. The age of rage.
It's almost ironic.
It is ironic, isn't it?
Almost.
Oh, so now I guess what you do to prove that you're a real conservative, because you weren't a real conservative over the past 8 years, you call the president names.
well,
or
other people
if that's the new definition of conservative,
no.
Boom!
They're
You
not
enjoy it.
conservative.
I'm conservative, and I've been conservative, and I've been consistent. Well, since I got into politics 15 years ago.
And I would argue that they're not
And it's in the record. That's the problem. You can ramble all you want and shout to your little choir. The problem is, it's all in the record. I wrote a book in 2004, right? I predicted this was going to happen. What did I predict in my book in 2004? That if Republicans kept spending the way they did, they'd bankrupt this country and they'd lose the majority. Right. While you all just sat there saluting blindly. Good job.
And acting now like cartoon characters.
Yes, now. But we're real conservatives now. We're going to call him a communist or a socialist.
You do have a manicure, though.
Under the veil of
I don't have a manicure. I have. Anyway.
I'm not a crook.